back to our show. We've had an awesome 8 weeks together, learning some improv games. We're going to do a sampling of those games for you tonight. We've got everybody on the stage. If you guys are on the end, so maybe kind of curve in a little bit, so we get a nice semicircle here. We're going to do what we call conducted rave rant. Okay, so here we're going to have pairs of 2 improvisers acting as a sort of unified instrument. So our first 2 improvisers over here. Could we have an emotion like depressed, happy, or
constipated?
Confusion is what I heard. Let's see the instrument of confusion. Good. Let's hear that again. Perfect. Okay, for our next 2 improvisers, what's an emotion completely opposite from confusion?
Aroused.
Aroused. Okay, let's do it again. Perfect. Okay, our next 2 improvisers, something that's not aroused or confused. Rage. I heard rage. Okay, our next 2 improvisers, rage. Okay, we'll just turn up the volume on that a little bit. Okay, our next 2 improvisers. Wait a minute. Left turn, no emotion. What's your favorite piece of advice?
Stop.
Stop. Favorite. Let's see the instrument of stop. Here, let's see what they do with that.
Yeah!
And I'll turn the volume on that. Okay, awesome. What's advice that's maybe a little bit more positive than stop? I heard go. You guys. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see go. Yeah! Okay, one more time, louder. Yeah! And last but not least, our improvisers over here. What is just a random word? Anything?
Kangaroo. Avocado.
Back. Say it again.
Muppet.
Muppet. Okay, let's see Muppet. Here we go.
Whoa,
we'll turn up the volume a lot on that one. We have all of our instruments, and now we will see our improvised conducted rave rant. Here we go. Ready? Called Shift Left. Can I get Kevin, Mike, Caroline, Mark, and Chloe on stage? So they're gonna stand in a. We normally play this with 4 people. We're doing a pentagon format tonight. So we got 2 improvisers up front. They're always going to be doing a scene, and we're going to rotate the improvisers around. So let's get a suggestion of a type of film genre, like horror, western.
Noir.
Noir. So your input is noir. Okay, let's shift left. Okay. Another type of film genre, opposite of noir.
A grease film.
Hollywood.
Say it again.
A grease film.
Oh, like a musical, like Grease? Okay, musical. Cool, shift left. Okay, no, instead of a type of movie, let's get like a type of holiday or family events.
Arbor
Day. Arbor Day, everybody's favorite day. Okay, so shift left. Okay, let's get a type of section in a bookstore.
Turkey.
Turkey. Is that the guy that said stop? All right, great. We're going to take turkey. Turkey book. Okay, great. Let's shift left. Okay, cool. What is something that you would say if you're absolutely surprised? What was that? Okay, great. We're going to take suggestion is okay, cool. Let's shift left. Okay, let's just quickly review.
You are.
Shift left.
Musical.
Shift left.
I today?
Shift left.
Turkey buck.
Shift left. Shift left 3 times, and we'll begin with whoever 2 improvisers are in the front.
Oh, Greg, I'm so glad that you decided to take me out today. It is, after all, the best day. Arbor Day.
So I've never made a turkey before.
Oh, God.
So that's what we do.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, Mom, this isn't really helping me, you know.
Shift left.
But you studied for like 3 years.
Time to solve the murder scene.
We'll solve them. Maybe the culprit is in this room.
Shift left.
You're a great teacher.
Thank you.
I just don't think I was meant to be a tenor. I'm tone deaf.
Yeah, you're right. That is a little bit of a problem. Go grease lightning!
No! Shift left.
So are you going to show me more trees? I hope we see pines. I love pines.
Shift right twice.
See?
Yeah, I do see.
Shift right.
So there's a reason I've been taking this. I've been in senior class for 3 years in a row. So I can't really help you out with this test.
Fine, I guess I'll just fail on my own.
Shift right.
So Mom, is there a reason that it smells like that?
I haven't smelled anything yet since your father took a dump the other day.
Shift right 5 times.
Oh, it still smells bad!
Oh, and this is a
What are we gonna do? Grandma's gonna be here soon?
And she's allergic to Febreze, so we can't take Febreze. Oh, Jesus.
Shift left.
So how'd that test go? What'd you get?
Well, I failed.
I've come to the conclusion that the murderer might be right in front of me.
I mean, alright, you caught me.
Panel of experts. Can I get Tim, Kristen, Jared, Artie, and Jeremy on stage? You can be So, ladies and gentlemen, we're so proud tonight to have 5 of the most distinguished experts in the world on a variety of topics. You're going to supply us those topics. What is a hobby or pastime? Anything at all?
Marine biology. Marine biology. Crustacean.
Okay, animal husbandry. I was hoping somebody would say that. Animal husbandry will be yours. What is something that you might find in a garage?
Bobby Fischer.
Too soon. Stop. Bobby Fischer. Okay. And what's something some kids like to play children's games?
Russian roulette.
Jenga. Okay, cool. Jenga, the game. Okay, cool. And what is your favorite type of cuisine or food item?
Roll. Piece of meat.
Pretty good. Indian.
Linguine. Great. Linguine. Oh, sorry. We had Jenga and linguine. Yep. Okay, cool. And last but not least, what's a place you've always wanted to go but have never been? Okay, let's just quickly review our input from our audience. Animal husbandry.
Bobby Fischer. Jenga. Linguine.
Okay, cool. Let's now meet our experts. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our show. If we could just go down the line and introduce yourself, please.
Oh, good day there. I'm Professor Shamu. I'm a professor in animal husbandry from the University of Central, East, West, North Illinois.
Hi, name's Finbar Johansson. I am the leading expert on Bobby Fischer. Interested in how he just disappeared.
My name's Daniel. People call me Gomez, and I'm a Jenga expert.
Frank and I recently was nominated one of the top pasta eating champions in northern South Boston.
Well, hello, my name is Alice, and I am the head etiquette instructor at Compton. We don't get a lot of business, but the business we do, we turn them out.
Your favorite part of the show and mine, we're going to field any questions that you happen to have on not just these topics, but literally any topic. Something you've always wanted to know the answer to. Any questions from our audience?
Why do Klingons hate tribbles?
Why do Klingons hate tribbles? Experts?
I'll take that one right there, because apparently when they go swimming together, they don't wear the same bathing suits.
It's all about stability. It depends how much can weather on the left and on the right, wouldn't you say?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if you use red sauce or white sauce, it doesn't really matter. You will go down either way.
Both.
You say a very excellent point. I just wanted to say, have you ever been to someone's house and they have horrible manners?
Yeah, all the time.
Have you? Yes, you do. Yes. Would you want to get along? Would you want to get along with those people? I bet Bobby Fischer people didn't.
No, they hated that kind of stuff.
I think Bobby Fischer's in Compton.
You found it here, folks. Bobby Fischer's in Compton.
I know we have some other questions in the audience.
How do you get rid of the clap?
Say it again?
How do you get rid of the clap?
How do you get rid of the clap?
First, you narrow down in Compton where Bobby Fischer is. He plays the clap in chess, corners it, castles is king, cured clap.
Other opinions?
Oh, because typically if you find a nice white whale and you get its blowhole, that's typically where the clap's going to be located. 9 out of 10 times.
I guess you gotta go to the woods, because if you're in the woods and someone claps and you're alone, that's the key.
Did it really happen though?
Exactly. Go clap.
Go clap.
Yeah, I heard that before.
We had another question, maybe over here.
Should I get an airport shoe shine?
Should he get an airport shoe shine?
Only on Tuesdays because it's 50% off. Typically.
I think it depends on the airport. If you're near the airport near Compton, I think they have very good shoe shiners based on our lovely lady over here and her etiquette.
I would agree. So, if you have your shoes shine in Compton, you will get robbed.
Cool, and we have time for just one last question. Over here, yes.
Who let the dogs out?
I tell you what, it wasn't Bobby Fischer. He was long lost.
I'd say it was Snoop Dogg in Compton. Don't you know? Snoop Dogg, yes.
Don't you know?
Listen, guys, I just love your accent, by the way.
Well, thank you. And it's a mix of Canadian and stuff.
Let's give a hand to our experts. Game we call Oscar Moment. Can I get Mary, Caitlin, and Chloe? Before we begin, we're just going to get kind of an everyday slice of life scene. What's something you think of that's very much routine? Laundry or errands?
Laundry.
Say it again.
Take a shirt.
Telephone.
Laundry.
Okay, we're going to take the word telephone and use that as the inspiration for this scene.
Mama, what are you doing? I'm just cleaning
This is her Oscar moment.
Love. He knows me. He knows me better than any man ever has known me. And that is why I talk to him late at night. And we talk about love. After all, that is the only thing that is important in the world. Love and love for each other. My beautiful daughter.
Well, I was reading in those books you had in the bathroom that love ain't worth a thing.
This is her Oscar moment.
When Bobby left me at the telephone pole, I thought he was gonna propose to me, and he just gave me a rock. A rock you bought from the 99-cent store. It was gray, no sparkles. It wasn't a ring. I spit on that rock, and there was my love on the floor. No love, Mama. There ain't no love. No love from Baba. No love from Bobby. No love from a man that starts with the letter B. Ding dong. Oh, someone's here. Bubba's home, baby. What's up, my girls? We're all here now. We're all here now. What's for dinner? I've been waiting all day to put it
This
in
is
the
Bubba's Oscar moment.
Because frankly, I ain't got no skills. I ain't got no skills except for loving a woman. Sometimes here, sometimes just in any space. Put me in a park, I'll find a woman. Put me in a Starbucks. The bathroom's occupied, I'm gonna go right in. See what I get. I talked to her on the phone because I don't know how to hang up. So basically, I found a woman, I'm gonna keep her, and she's gonna make me tuna sandwiches for my lunch. You're the best woman I ever found, counting that tranny at the gas station.
I love when you talk like that to me.
You're welcome. Leave my mama alone.
This is an Oscar moment for all of them.
Can't you see the heat?
It's not love, Mama. It's not love.
It's not. I'm so conflicted right now.
Choose your daughter, Mama. Choose me.
Choose your daughter, because I don't know. I don't know, but does anyone have smokes though? Because for everybody? Smokes all around?
Yeah. You take the tuna sandwich. You go and get your smoke and you leave my mama alone.
Yeah, call me.
All right, we're going to move on to our next game. We call this one Half-Life. Can I get Jared, Jeremy, Kevin, and Caroline? All right, so these improvisers here, we have 4 improvisers that will be in the scene. They may enter at different times. Their task, their challenge is to do a scene in exactly 60 seconds. Do you think they can do that? Yeah! I have here a very expensive stopwatch, and I'm going to be timing this scene to the second. So their goal is to end right when it needs to end. Could we get a suggestion of another place in the world that you've always wanted to go? Prison was the first thing I heard. Can't imagine why you've always wanted to go there, but we're going to take it. This prison will inspire this 60-second scene, which begins now.
You're in here for rape?
Yeah. Were
You piece of shit! I was raised by my mother. Who raised me well, you sicko? I've lived with murderers. I've lived with massaging people who massage wrong. This is too much.
Hey, how's it going, friend?
Listen,
30 seconds.
Jake, I can't room with him. You need to bunk with him.
No, I really want to bunk with you though.
Then come here and tell me like you mean it.
Okay, I'll move this way.
15 seconds.
Hold on, come over here and tell me like you mean it.
I wanted to bunk with you.
Alright. You go on the bottom, I'll go on top, because I don't trust you.
No, we'll fight to disagree.
Let's do it!
Choose on the top.
Scene! I gotta say, as their instructor and coach, I enjoyed that scene, but I felt that there were moments that we could trim a little bit. So what I'm gonna ask those same actors to do is the exact same scene in half the time, in just 30 seconds. Make sure you get the entire scene in. Here we go. The 30-second version of that scene begins now.
You're here for rape?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me! I was raised by my mother. I don't like that at all. I've lived with murderers.
Crappy massage.
Hey, I don't like him, Jake. I don't like him at all.
You know.
He freaks me out. Listen, you want to bunk with me? Come tell me.
5 seconds.
We'll wait for it. All right.
2, 1, scene! I thought that it was a bit tighter that time, but I think we can make it even tighter. Do you think you guys can do that in 15 seconds? Do you think they can do it? Same scene in 15 seconds begins now!
Rape?
Yep.
I don't like him, Jake. I can't room with him. You want to room with me?
Yes.
Why don't you tell me you want to room with me right
I
here?
want to room with you.
Scene! We're gonna do the same scene in only 7 seconds. It begins now!
Rape?
Yeah.
I can't room with you. You have to tell me right here.
Room with you.
Who has the right to top up?
Fight.
We're gonna do this in 3.5 seconds. It goes in hundredths of a second. I can do that. Here we go. 3.5 seconds. Now.
Hold on. I'll take the top off.
We're gonna distill the entire 1-minute scene down into a single second now. That scene begins now. And for our last game of this set, can I get Mike, Artie, Tim, Caitlin, Mark, Kristen, and Miriam on the stage? We're going to see a scene now that grows and shrinks. You'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. The scene will begin with just a single improviser, and we'll see a series of scenes with new improvisers joining in, and then they'll count back down to 1 to get that first scene started. What's any word that begins with the letter L?
Llama.
Llama. Llama is the inspiration for the first scene.
Howdy everyone, welcome to Llama Having Sex with Anonymous People. I'm here, I'm your spokesperson, Llama Leroy LaCroix, and I'm gonna give you 13.
I feel like fencing was a weird first date, but I'm on board.
It's really passionate, I think. It's really to give out the aggressions that we never had for each other that we'll probably have in 10 years from now.
Okay.
What you eating there, Roy?
Not much, Kevin. Would you tell your mother to pass the butter, please?
Mom, pass the butter!
Would you tell your father to shove it up his ass?
Guys, I'm really glad you came with me to this beginner acrobatics performance. Stage art.
I feel like I don't have the right body mass.
All right. Village people ensemble. Go.
Am I the entrance?
Michael,
I don't want to be the wine anymore. It's my armpit.
Can I be the construction worker? Indian.
Construction worker, Indian.
Yes!
I'm just a man.
Exclamation point.
All right, if you look over there, I think we can get to the end of the rainbow if we start today.
Now? We
The
gotta file.
the goal's not going to be there. Come on.
Do you know how rainbows work?
That's
Keep
These are my sunglasses.
No way!
I think I lost my contact.
Don't pay attention to him. He's doing this again.
I believe him. I believe him.
Don't Paula!
his contract was not real.
I can see now. Oh my God. Oh.
There's no gold.
Yeah, this is the worst rainbow ever.
What the fuck?
I've been leprechaun.
Charms.
Maybe it was a double rainbow. We went to the wrong
This isn't
side.
Lucky Charms, you know.
You owe me for my time.
No. The map clearly said that the rainbow was over there.
Yep.
Are we
That
reading
was
it upside down?
Clearly wrong.
Do you know how to read it?
Where did you get a rainbow map from?
Did you get it on the back of the Lucky Charms box?
Marshmallows.
I will go get the map and I will show you. I'll be back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, I never see it.
It's not fun to stay there though.
He forgot to take your card back.
I wanted to be him.
I want to quit.
I like what I look like in a hot hat.
I'm dyslexic. I always spell Macy's.
Well, the worst. Cards, flashcards, and
Flashcard.
That'll help.
I'll be right back to this.
This is the worst idea ever.
Acrobatics is hard.
Guys, it was a beginner's class on Groupon. I can't be held responsible for what happens under the nets,
It might give us an alcoholic anyway. So it's very good.
right?
That's
He-
cirrhosis, eh? No?
Yeah, he chose the wrong people, and that's his mistake, not ours. I'm sure we filled out a waiver, and we're gonna fix this. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna fix this.
I don't love you more than your mother.
I'm seeing you guys fighting all the time. Why can't you guys just talk to each other and use me?
I'm not fighting, I'm just saying no.
Tell your mother I heard what she said.
Does that mean I can have 2 Christmases this year?
Tell your father that he can go tell that blonde whore when I think about her brassiere being in my house.
Oh, Samantha?
Two against one.
She's cute.
And she makes a better pot roast.
Yes.
Alright, take it back! Tell him to take it back!
She does look better in your underwear.
Those Hanes her way were very expensive, but I bought them in a pack! And I don't want any other hooligans touching them!
Please tell your mother that my lady friend is not a hooligan.
Dad's gonna go see his whore.
Go see her, Barb. Go see her. Go.
Kevin.
Go. Kevin, don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Kevin.
Choose your choice, Kevin. Choose your choice.
She looks better in your underwear, Mom. I'm sorry.
What would you like for Christmas?
Your whore?
Go with your mother.
Dad.
I'm gonna go see her. You don't think she exists? She exists. I promise you, I wasn't the one wearing those women's underwear. And I made up a whole story about it to make it seem like I don't wear women's.
So Dad was wearing your underwear.
This is taking a lot of turns.
You look better than Dad in your underwear. Dad in your underwear.
Can you tell your mother that
Can you tell? I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Can you tell your mother that I love her dearly and I'm sorry?
And I no longer want to be a part of. So I am going to play solitaire on the computer. Why don't you guys go fucking fence?
Where do you think you're going?
What?
Solitaire?